Oh, okay, let's start that again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my beach room. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to remind myself that I needed to add myself to the stream. Let me know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Come on, man. Come on, man. Yay, you can hear me now. Okay, awesome. Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to be here today. I haven't been on the rebounder with you guys in a hot minute, and I have not been on a 9 a.m. detox class for a longer hot minute. Yay. Okay, we're all good to go. Good morning, Rachel. How are you doing, honey? So glad that you are here. Cindy is in the house. Cindy, oh my gosh, how is the move going, babe? How is the packing everything up in the house? Oh my gosh, I know. I feel you, girl. I feel you. It is a lot to get ready. Barry is here in the house. Thank you so much for the sound check and that we can all hear each other. B Lady is here as well. Good morning. I know you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So I wanted to start today on the rebounder. I have not, disclaimer, I have not been on the rebounder since our last rebounding class on March 22nd. And it's like, yeah, it's time. I got to get back on it because I really noticed that my body feels better and looks better when I do my rebounding. It's crazy. It's just a little 15-minute workout in the day. I just feel so much better. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to be on the rebounder anyhow. I'm in the studio, aka my living room. And why not turn on the camera? And that way I can also service our United Kingdom and European and folks across the pond, because it's only, what time is it now over there? What time is it? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, like it's 2 o'clock over in England. So if you are tuning in from the UK, let me know, and let me know where you guys are tuning in from anyhow. I am in Cambridge, Ontario, and love that you guys are tuning in from all over. Lauren is here. Hello, beautiful Lauren. I hope that you are doing well. Are you guys getting a little bit of movement and activity in your life? I hope so. It's so good for us. I'm going to actually also start back my walking. Yes, I'm going to start back walking. It's finally beautiful weather out. The trees are all in bloom. Oh my God, it's so perfect. It is so perfect. So today we're going to be talking all about some pro tips, a lot of them as well reinforced by the members in our Juicy Detox community group page. The link will be in the description of this video if you guys want to join. But yeah, you guys came up with some amazing tips for anybody starting out and what you wish you knew starting out as well. And I'm going to go through and read some of those comments and some of those tips and give you guys some of my favorite tips so that you can get onto your start on your detox journey with a lot of confidence. Because I know that there are a lot of people who are brand new who are watching this and you're just like, well, there's so much information. I don't know where to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down for you. If I could do it all over again, this is how I would do it. Newsflash, spoiler alert, I would do it exactly, well, almost exactly the same way that I did it almost a full year ago. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. Yes, B Lady says, juicing apples as I listen, will rebound when finished. I'm in South Carolina, USA. Beautiful. And this is a great opportunity as well for you guys to see and connect with people who are in the group who might be like right around your corner, right in your backyard, right? So anybody else in South Carolina, B Lady is in South Carolina. Good morning, Sam. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Aw, cute emoji. Cute. What is the deal with bananas? Are they as detoxing as melons and grapes? I find them a little addicting for me, LOL. That's a great question. The deal with bananas is that they are a beautiful fruit, and there is nothing to be afraid of when you're eating bananas or when you're thinking about eating bananas. You know, it's so funny. We can get all of these notions in our head. I had a lot of limiting beliefs around bananas, believe it or not. And what I find is that they are addicting for you because they're so good. They're such dense nutrition. They're packed with so many vital minerals and so much goodness. And what we find is that when we use words like I'm addicted to something, sometimes we use that let's face it, addiction is not really a positive thing, right? And we have a lot of mixed, I'm not saying that you do, Rachel, but I think a lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings around certain foods and even certain fruits. I used to think that I would gain weight if I ate bananas. Now I realize that bananas are a beautiful way to have a beautifully dense, calorie-rich meal, nutrient-rich, but also giving us a lot of really powerful and really good calories, which we need. So many times people tend to go into deprivation mode when they do a juice cleanse or a fruit detox, where they restrict the amount of nutrition calories coming into the body. And yes, in the beginning, if you are doing this and you want to lose weight, sure, that may work for a while, but you're not feeding your body all of the dense nutrition that it needs. So bananas, amazing. Add them to your smoothies, add them to your chewing food. They are good for you. We are not in a calorie deficit / deprivation program here. We are in a fill our body with as much beautiful nutrition as you can. And for a lot of people as well who are maybe struggling with weight issues in terms of being excessively thin, you can add stuff like bananas, dates, all of that really beautiful, dense nutrition to your food. If you are wanting to sort of, take off a few pounds, so to speak, you can have more nutrition with your fruits and your berries and your melons. You might want to leave out some of the bananas because they are a little bit heavier and more dense. But the bottom line is they're so good for you. I recommend them. I eat them all the time now. And I feel great and healthy and satisfied and satiated adding in bananas. So I hope that that helps you. They are actually the only fruit that will ripen after it's picked. So that is something really powerful and really positive. So I hope that that helps you. Thank you for that banana answer. I almost bought a giant jackfruit this weekend with the husband while out on a date. Nice. Why did you almost buy it? Oh my God, jackfruit is amazing. Have you ever taken apart a jackfruit? I've done it. There's some in the archive somewhere on the Facebook and YouTube. The jackfruit is amazing. It's super easy to take apart. What to do with the jackfruit? You cut it open, you take out the pods, and you eat them. They're beautiful as a fresh fruit. I've also cooked and stewed and simmered them, but honestly, I wouldn't do that. And after I did it, after I cooked a few times with mushrooms, it was really, really good, but it was like, it didn't have the same vibrancy. I don't know. You know me, I really prefer to focus more on raw and to not, cook out all of the nutrition out of my food. So eat it raw. It's beautiful. I actually have some in the freezer from last year the last one that I took apart. They freeze and defrost really well. So sometimes I've gotten like the big gigantic ones, like the 45 pounders. They're so good. They're so, so delicious. So next time you see a jackfruit, buy it. They're not scary at all. So I hope that you enjoy it. Yes, I will grab one this weekend and report back. Great. That is amazing. Oh, that's another one of my tips that I want to have in my, let me put it on my cheat sheet 1 second. Experiment. Okay, let me just go back to my page here. So yeah, experiment with new foods, new fruits. I'm going to get started on the class portion of this class in just a minute as I finish my rebounding and catch up with you guys on the opening comments here. So let me see. Okay. Yes. Stephanie is here. Hi, Stephanie. Catching this while in the car to pick up the kids from school. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Where do you live, Stephanie? Where are you? Where is it? Where is it that you live? You must be in Europe somewhere if you're now picking up the kids from school. Angela is here. Good morning, Burns and Juicy Detoxers. Good morning, Angela. So good to see you here, hun. Riley, Michigan, drinking grape juice. Awesome, Sam. Sam is in Riley, Michigan. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Cheryl. Awesome. Good morning, Juicy Juicers. Citrus juices this morning for me. I love it, Cheryl. I love it. Juice feast, not fast. Exactly. I really promote. Now, you can do a juice fast, and a juice fast is where you are limiting kind of the amount of juice that you're taking in, whereas a juice feast or a fruit feast as well is where you're just taking in as much as you desire, as much as your body needs. You're feeling satiated, you're not overeating. If you have a smoothie now and in an hour you're hungry, you go and you have more stuff to eat in terms of fruit. So yeah, this is a feast. We need to feast our bodies on this beautiful living food because, well, for a lot of us, we have never gotten this amount of nutrition and nutrients and beautiful fiber into our bodies as well, right? When you do a smoothie feast or even when I do my juice feasting, I don't strain my oranges, so I get that beautiful pulp in there, which gives me a beautiful electric broom effect for my bowels. I'm telling you, my bowels have never been better. My kidneys have never filtered so much. And it is all because of this beautiful fruit that I am feasting on. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, Donna is here. Yes. I love that you're here, Donna. Hiya, Burns and everyone. I caught you live. You sure did. I did this live class with you in mind, with Duda in mind, with everybody in the European, across the pond area in mind, because I wanted you guys to be able to catch it during your day. So I'm so happy that you are here, Donna. Welcome to class, babe. Welcome to class. Stephanie as well is in Belgium. Oh my gosh, we have so many people in Europe watching today. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. Welcome. Rockstar is in the house. Yes, Rockstar. How are you, my friend? Listen, Rockstar, I meant to send you a message to apologize. In one of the classes last week, you had popped in and you said hello, and I acknowledged you in my head, but then I was on to another topic and I forgot to come back and say, hello, my dear friend. I'm so glad that you are here all the way from California. Yay. How are you doing? How has it been? Long time no see. Although I am seeing you on the gram. So glad that you are here. Hello, my beautiful man. Good morning, beautiful. Hello, everyone. There's Dali. Hi, babe. So glad to see you. How's your shake? Are you enjoying that shake? We are into the shakes these days. Right now, let me just take a quick sip of mine. I made a strawberry, raspberry, pineapple pina colada. Oh my God. So delicious. Barry is here. Barry. On day 17 on juice only. 8 days on grape juice. I'm only getting in about 1.5 liters a day. Can't seem to drink more than that. Is that okay? Yes, it is. I mean, I would like to see you drink more just for the nutritive factor. But here's the thing. Grape juice is a funny thing, you know. It's kind of hard to drink large volumes of it. So what you can do, Barry, is that you can add in some chewing grapes as well to your day. That will be totally fine. And it will continue to be a really beautifully amplified detox. So you can add chewing grapes. You can add other fruit juices as well. If you find that you're not getting in enough, how is your hydration? I mean, I know the bowel movements are going on, right? Because that's grape juice for you. How are you feeling overall? Those are kind of the questions that you want to be asking yourself. What I would do as well, what I did when I was doing my juice cleanse on grapes, is that I made the heal all tea and I drank that so that I can continue to have enough hydration in myself and structured water. So I structured my water, AKA I put nutrients back into my water. So you might try that. If you don't have heal all tea, you can use any herbal tea. Start exploring that as an option for yourself. And yeah, you'll be on it. How many days are you planning on going on grape juice? I know Wanda, if you're watching, you can chime in as well. Wanda is one of our students. She just finished 100 days on grape juice. Yes, I said that right. 100. It's crazy, but she did it. And yeah, totally transformed her health. Wanda, if you're watching, pop in and let us know that you're here, babe. So yeah, so that's what I would do. Aw, you're so welcome, Donna. Gina is here. Gina Vadana. Oh my gosh, we have a new student. Welcome to class, Gina. It is so good to have you here. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy that you're able to join us all the way from Berlin. That is amazing. Welcome to class, babe. Hope that you stick around. Kara says, crap, I'm late. Bouncing now. Better late than never, I guess. Absolutely. Better late than never, but you're never late. You're always right on time. Did you know that? You're always right on your time. So you're good. Sherry Ward is in the house. Grape or grapefruit? Grape or grapefruit? Yeah, either one is really good. Grape juice, grapefruit, they're both really, really good. They're so powerful. They're right up there on the list of most powerful fruits that you can use to detox your body. And in tomorrow's class, I'm going to be talking all about sugar, fruits, and why fructose from fruits, unrefined, unprocessed fruits is not one of the most, let me backspace, delete, I can say that better. Fruits are the most powerful food on the planet and most helpful when we are trying to heal our body from anything. Doesn't matter if you were born with something, doesn't matter if you were, I was going to say the V word, injured from anything. Even if it was an external force, you can still heal and regenerate your body with the power of fruits. So yes to grapes, yes to grapefruits, yes to all of it. Yes, indeed. Wanda, you're a superwoman. She truly is. Let me tell you what, you don't even know. Wait till she pops into class and starts sharing the benefits that she has gained in healing her body. She is such an inspiration, as are so many of you doing this work. I don't care if you've gotten your healing as yet. I don't care if you're just starting on your journey. Doesn't matter if you've been doing this for years and years. The fact that we are deliberately taking our health into our hands and helping our bodies, supporting our bodies, loving our bodies into better health and vitality. That's where the juicy stuff happens, guys. That's where the magic is. That is where the magic is. That's where the magic is, you know? We are loving ourselves back to health and vitality. This is a journey of self-love, becoming aware of what we are doing, putting the right things into our body lovingly, things that are going to support our body, things that are going to help our body heal, not things that are going to destroy and corrode and erode our body. You know, things that are going to be very hydrating and very healing and very soothing and very repairing and regenerating to our bodies. That is what we are doing here. And we're doing it together in this incredible community. Like, look at all of you guys. Which one did Wanda do? She did grape. Wanda did 100-day grape fast. Woo! Woo! Crazy, amazing, good, right? Good morning, Anne-Marie. So glad to see you here as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, rephrase. Did Wanda do grape juice or grapefruit juice for all those days? Yes, thank you, Sherry. Wanda did grape, baby. Thank you for those ideas to get more hydration in. I'm stopping the grape juice tomorrow because I can't get any more here. I was going to do the lemon juice for 10 days. Yeah, absolutely. So some of the fruits that are right on the top of the list, as it were, of most powerful fruits on the planet to detoxify the body: lemon juice fast, grape juice fast, any citrus right up there, apples right up there, but lemon and grape, Dr. Morris talks about this in his very powerful book, the Detox Miracle Source book. He talks about the power of lemon and grape to heal the body. There is a book. Do I have it here? Yes, I do. I think I have it. And disclaimer, I got this book last October when we were doing the grape juice cleanse together here, but this, I have not read it yet. That's my disclaimer, but I have the book and I will. The grape cure, really, really powerful to really tap into the benefit, especially the Concord grapes. The darker the grape, the more beneficial that it is. So yeah, grapes are so powerful. That is a long time on grapes. I made it to 21 days, 100% grapes. And then for about 7 days after that, so about for 28 days, I started mixing in other juices. I couldn't do it more than that. That was so pretty intense and so beneficial, so powerful. But yeah, can you imagine 100 days? Hey, good morning, Jimmy. Although it's afternoon here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you are tuning into this beautiful class with all of you. Where can I find this video afterwards? Have to go in 5 minutes. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for asking. This video is always going to live on my YouTube channel where you're watching it right now. So if you, after the broadcast, if you go ahead and you click my profile, it'll take you to all of the classes that I've done since October. I think we might be over 400 classes now that I have taught in this format, which is question and answer, interactive, and all of it lives right on my YouTube channel, as well as on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. But as we know, YouTube is a much more cataloged and easy to archive platform than, say, Facebook is, although I do love Facebook for the community aspect. Definitely, definitely. All right, so I do not have any whiteboard notes to put up on the side here of my notes about how to what did I even title this? Give me a minute. Pro tips for starting your detox journey. So what I would love to do now is just to run through any of these. And if any of these stand out for you, please definitely drop it in the comments. Let us know what you have been able to do to help make this transition into a healthier way of eating so much easier for yourself. Because what we want to do is we want to inspire each other. Even if you've done juice detoxes in the past with me or with anybody else or just on your own, you know that after a certain while, first of all, you know that we want to be doing many detoxes on our journey, right? Many periods where we just do a fruit juice cleanse, preferably, or a smoothie cleanse, or a fruit eating cleanse, in order to keep the body, to get the body, to kind of kick it into a higher level of detoxification. This brings up an important question. Well, what about the fiber? Fiber is so important. Shouldn't we be eating the fiber? Yes, absolutely. The fiber in fruit is so, so, so good. It's an electric broom, and in vegetables, it is an electric broom that sweeps out the intestines, that keeps our body so beautiful and healthy. The reason why we do a juice detox and a juice cleanse is that during that time when we are drinking the juice, instead of consuming as well the fiber in it for short periods of time. Yes, some people will do a 100-day detox, and that is absolutely stellar and absolutely healthy and absolutely beautiful, but not everybody is able to do that, right? I don't know about you guys, but 100 days on a juice cleanse is sometimes too much for me because I recognize that I need chewing food. So what I want you guys to bear in mind, though, is that when we remove the fiber from our fruit, we are actually giving our body a rest from the digestive process that requires so much systemic cellular energy in order to digest and process that fiber. So for short periods of time, we remove all of the fiber and we stay really focused on our juices. And I want to show you, there is a really cool detox explanation of this in this levels of detoxification in this pyramid, where you can see that you can go from nuts and seeds, cooked vegetables, leafy greens. That will be a detox, but it will be a very slow detox. And you can transition all the way up this beautiful pyramid, and you can go into raw fruits and veggies, green smoothies or juices, breakfast with fruits and berries and or melons, lunch and dinner, large salad, right? You can have 100% fruits, berries, and melons, just eating them. You can do a fruit smoothie. You can do fruit juice. You can do a mono fruit juice, which means you only eat that one fruit, or either eating it or juicing it, right? So you can do that berry, for example, for your grape cleanse. And you can also go right up to the water fasting. I really don't do too much water fasting at all. I think I did it once when I was nauseous and had some really intense detox symptoms and my body didn't want to eat. So I said, okay, actually I dry fasted that one out. So that gives you an idea. So when we think about juicing for health and for vitality and for detox, it's not that we're only going to be drinking juices for the rest of our lives. No. It is analogous to taking the highway or the toll route when we want to get to a destination. Sometimes we want to step on the gas and accelerate our detox, and sometimes we want to pull it back and take the country road. Hey, Talia is in the house. I hope you are doing well, Talia. Yes, indeed, we are doing well. We are doing well. Oh my God, Kristen, you are hilarious. On Facebook, on the iPad, on YouTube, and on the TV. Haha, we got you going in every room. Awesome. Oh, how do I look on your Jumbotron? How do I look on your Jumbotron? I hope everything looks good. Do you think it is better, Stephanie asked, to do like a 10-day juice fast instead of doing all juice until the evening and then a bowl of fruit? That's what I've been doing lately. What you're doing right now, where you are doing all juice during the day until the evening and then a big bowl of fruit, is a beautiful, powerful, accelerated detox. You can continue doing that. Listen to your body. We have to remember that if we want to really and truly heal the body, this is going to take a while. Like I always say, you guys who've been around for a while, you know me. I always say, give yourselves a good 2 years to heal the body. Put yourself on this beautiful, living, time-tested, proven by so many people, like probably millions. I'm not even kidding you. Hundreds of thousands, many, many people. This protocol works because we are going back to the natural food that our bodies were designed to utilize for energy, for healing, for building our bodies. If we can do this with a long-term view and not just a hurry up, I want to get my healing all done right now. And if you can incorporate a lifestyle like you're doing right here, Stephanie, where you're eating, you're having beautiful juice during the day, you're eating beautiful fruit, I am telling you, you are going to find that your body is naturally going to come into balance. Let me know in the comments, any of you. I see Kristen is here. Good morning, Kristen. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. Well, I was just talking to you. Sorry. I'm acting like it's a brand new comment. You know how my brain works sometimes. Let us know in the comments and let the other newer students in the class know, especially for those of you who have been on this journey for a while. Let them know and let us know when you really stick to this as a lifestyle and not just as a hurry up and fix it right now and I got to push all the time at the most accelerated level. How has your life changed? What have you noticed healing in your body? This is a really long journey that we are on, right? So if you right now, Stephanie, are doing beautiful juices and then chewing food in the evening and you are finding yourself thriving and you are enjoying the process, absolutely stick with that. And yes, at times you might want to do an accelerated, you might want to do, excuse me. At times you might want to accelerate that, kick it up a few notches and just do a period of just fruit juices to amplify your detox. But what you're doing right now is amazing. It is brilliant. How are you feeling? Thanks. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I'm already doing a great job. I have to go now. Okay, Stephanie, we'll see you later. And I just want you to know that you are doing a brilliant job. So often we think that we're not doing it according to what we think we need to do or what somebody else says that we need to do. And we think, oh my God, I'm failing because it's not a solid food vacation, for example. This is not about stringency, and it's not about, it's about listening to your own body and understanding what we are doing, right? So you're doing a brilliant job. Keep going with that. Hello, Ravika. I'm so happy that you are here. Look, I'm live for you guys in Europe. Look, I'm all live in the morning for you. You know, when you go to a resort and you have one of those Coco Locos at the beach, or your strawberry daiquiris, or whatever the pina coladas, and you just get gut rot because of all the sugar and all the crap and all the alcohol in it. I'm telling you guys, this is like a strawberry daiquiri at an all-inclusive resort, but better. No junk in it, no alcohol, no crap. I'm telling you, you're living when you're drinking and you're eating like this. Wow. So good. I will post a recipe for that later on in the Real Juicy Detox group, because it is right now one of my favorite things to drink. It's so good. What I do is I fill up my Vitamix blender with frozen strawberries, some frozen pineapple, some frozen raspberries. I put a good scoop of coconut milk in here. Yes, I use the canned coconut milk. Don't crucify me. I use what I can get. And then I put into there 8 or 9 dates, medjool dates that I've pitted. Fill it up to the top with water. And yes, when we eventually move to the tropics, that is going to be filled up with fresh coconut water. But I just blend that up, and look at that. So nutrient dense. So fantastic. Oh, and a little bit of maple syrup because I like it sweet. Barry says, I appreciate you so much and the community. I wouldn't be able to do this without all of you. I feel you, my friend. I feel you. I wouldn't be able to do this without all of you either. You guys literally keep me wanting to do it more myself. It's amazing. It is incredible. Kristen says 22 months and I feel fabulous. At first, I thought I'd go back to eating bad food, but the longer I do this, the more I know this is the way for me to eat forever. Yes, girl, 22 months. Wow. And that does not mean 22 months of juice fasting or juice feasting. That means 22 months of eating beautiful living food, experimenting, right, Kristen? You've gone through so many trials and errors, adding in certain foods, and you were really seriously impacted with your health. And now look at you. You are basically bedbound. Powerful healing story. I'm so happy that you are here, inspiring me to keep going, inspiring other people in the class to keep going. This is what it is all about. This is what it's all about. Not giving up on the process, because I'm telling you, if you can stay doing this, Kristen, you're up to almost 2 years. If you can stay focused on every single day, doing the right steps, making the right moves every single day with the right choices of what to put in your body and what to keep out of your body, it is incredible and powerful how much you can heal in your body. Am I right? Am I right? This is incredible. Cheryl, another one of our superstars in the class. In fact, all of you are, but another one of our superstars. Cheryl just passed 100 days, 100 days of raw living. And the proof is in the pudding, baby. The proof is right there. The fact that the symptoms of my colitis are gone is such a blessing. That's my biggest accomplishment. Taking off that extra 30 pounds is inspiring me on as well. So many positive changes. And if those of you who are here now, but you did not see the class from a couple days ago, I strongly recommend that you go and check that out, because Cheryl shared her beautiful story in Facebook and on her page and in our group. And I shared it as well here. But there have been so many things that you have accomplished, Cheryl, the least of which is what is that saying? How do you say that? You've accomplished so much. One of the most powerful things that you've been able to do with this, aside from healing your own body, is inspiring so many other people to jump on this way of living and to really continue to transform their lives and to give people hope, right? Because if we can do this and change our own lives, we can give other people hope that this can be done as well. And like the same thing with Kristen, 22 months. Kristen, you've been on this journey again, almost 2 years, right? Now, if you had started out and said, well, I need everything to be healed in 30 days, I need to hurry up and be done with my healing, you would probably not have lasted the 22 months, right? You got on, you said, okay, I'm going to apply myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it every single day. And I'm just going to go with the process. And look at you, 22 months on, and totally changing your life and your family as well by extension. So that is amazing. Hey, I made it. Hi, Ashlyn. So glad to see you here. Hello to Alex and to the kids. I hope that you guys are doing well. Oh, I love you too, baby. I love you, my sweet man. Joining with my big bowl of watermelon. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so let me continue on. So again, these are some of the pro tips that I recommend that you do when you are starting this, when you are starting to transform what you're doing. Maybe you're coming from a standard American diet, SAD acronym. Yeah, it's a pretty good acronym for that diet, where you're eating a lot of meat, you're eating a lot of dairy, you're eating a lot of eggs and beans and complex carbohydrates and sugary sweets and soy. And maybe you're eating some of the vegan fake meat because you think, hey, there's no animal product in that. Must be good for me. Ooh, plant-based must be good for me. And you're starting to realize and you're starting to learn about the dangers of eating all of this soy-laden product and all of these textured vegetable protein products, and you're starting to really clue into the true education behind what is in those products. And you're just wondering, then, so everything I eat is crap. Okay, makes sense, because I feel like I'm totally crap. I feel crappy inside and out. So kind of would make sense that it might be because of the crap I'm putting in my body, right? And you're thinking, well, where do I start? What do I do? Well, these classes are exactly where you should start and what you should do, because when we want to transform ourselves and when we kind of come to the realization that almost everything that we were putting in our body on a standard American diet is really destroying our bodies, then we can sort of feel overwhelmed by what to do. And my first pro tip for that is start slowly. Take your time to transition. Take your time to slowly start taking out the meat, take out the fish, take out the seafood, little by little, take out the dairy. You're not going to die. I'm telling you, you're going to live when you take these things out of your diet. I would also recommend slowly starting to wean yourself off of the coffee, because that is extremely damaging and dangerous for your overall health. I know. It's a cultural thing. It's like, ooh, coffee, yum, yum, yum. It's very destructive to your adrenal glands and to your overall health and well-being. There's no nutritive value in there, and it is full of stimulant energy. And that's why we feel a boost from that when we drink it. So slowly start pulling out the things from your diet that we are learning about through this course, so that you can start replacing those things with beautiful living food. When you take out stuff like coffee that you need in the morning, I can't do anything without my rocket fuel. That used to be me. And when you start replacing it, not with powdered protein shakes and not with, things that you open and you pour crystal drinks, like, what is that? All right. That is not how we were intended to live. That is not what the Creator gave us as a food supply. When you start replacing all of that stuff with beautiful, cellular, dynamic, living, energetic food, you don't need that other stuff, because you're getting all of your beautiful energy from this beautiful, dynamic, cellular, dynamic energy is what you need, not stimulant energy. Beautiful. Which brings me to my second pro tip. And my second pro tip is educate yourself, which is what you're doing with this course and with these classes every day. Educate yourself, immerse yourself in the work, relearn and unlearn things that we were fed that were lies. Lies like dairy is good for you, lies like meat is good for you, right? All of these are lies. Lies like soy protein and soybeans and soy milk is good for you. These are lies propagated by the industry and the big money behind those foods so that they can make money at your expense. Educate yourself, educate yourself, educate yourself. I cannot stress this enough. As a teacher, as an actual teacher, I taught junior kindergarten through grade 11 for 19 years. As an actual teacher, it's not just about knowing the information. We know this. It's about applying the information. So educate yourself and apply the information in your actual life so that you can test it for yourself. Very, very important. My third point, my third pro tip, clean out the pantry, clean out the junk in your house. Because if you are embarking on a new journey to heal yourselves, do not just think of this as a quick 14-day fix. This is something that we have to really get serious with. And it's really a little bit gut-wrenching to clean out all of the junk out of your pantry because there's a lot of money in that pantry. Yes, there is. There's a lot of money because that's the nature of it. There's a lot of money sitting in your pantry, but all of that is junky. It's so destructive for your body. You have to clean out all of the junk. You look through your fridge, read the labels of everything that is in there, guys. Read the labels of what is in your pantry, because the more you educate yourself about what those ingredients are and what they do or do not do for your body, but more importantly, what they do, the destructive nature of those things. If it's not in the house, you're not going to eat it. Get your pantry, get your house cleaned out of the junk. That is such an important first step with this. The fourth pro tip that I have is clear your mind and your mindset. You got to get your mind right in order to do this and to do it successfully. You've got to get in touch with the practice of meditation. I cannot stress this enough. Cleaning out our body, going on this diet, but it is not a diet. Transforming your life so that you can have a healthy lifestyle, so that you can have a healthy body, requires you to also do the mental mindset work behind this. Absolutely important. Do you just want to do this for 14 days and then go back to your old way of eating? Or do you want to do this for 14 days and completely transform your life for life? That means that you absolutely need to tap in to the powerful, healing, beneficial work of meditation and mindset work. This is about changing your perspective and changing your awareness and changing your consciousness. Your level of consciousness changes. Now, the benefit of doing a beautiful juice, living food protocol, living diet, whatever you want to call it, the benefit of doing this juicy detox lifestyle is that your consciousness and awareness suddenly starts to rise up and to awaken because you're drinking and you're consuming and you're eating living food. And remember, in yesterday's class, we talked about the transmutation of energy that happens when you eat living food. The consciousness of the food, and we talked about this, we talked about that all food has a consciousness and an awareness within that food by the very nature, by the very fact that it is living food. So one of the benefits that come from this is that your awareness and your mindset and the way that you think and your connection to God and the connection to the living beings on this planet actually changes because you're actually consuming living food. And coupled with that, we need to do the mindset and meditation work to continue the process, The fifth pro tip that I have for you guys is to let your closest family know what you're doing. Now, with this comes a really big disclaimer. They're not going to like it. You're going to have pushback from them. That's really a reality, and it's going to happen. So brace yourself for that and walk into this. And this is why education is one of my main drivers, my main motivators for doing these classes, because I want to educate you so that when you get pushback from them, like I got pushback from my family when I started, not my immediate family, not Dali, not Kaya, but my sister who I was living with. Hi, Debbie, I love you. But when I started this, there was a lot of understandable pushback, even from people I didn't know, or from the dietitian at my chiropractor's office, right? There's a lot of myths that are floating around about health and about what you should do if you have a diagnosis, and the whole medical mindset and the medical model. A lot of people are really very much ingrained in believing that everything that comes out of your doctor's mouth is the truth, and that they have your best interests at heart. And while that might be true on a personal level with most doctors, they've also been educated for about 4 hours on nutrition in their entire medical practice. And they're very much down the road of, you got a symptom, let's treat the symptom, let's cut it out, let's medicate you, let's radiate you, let's pump you full of chemotherapy. And, that's in your best interest, when we now know differently. You are going to get pushback from your family. They are not going to like it. Number one, it's going to threaten their belief system. It's going to challenge them to look at what they believe in a different way. And quite frankly, most people are not up for that game, right? That's not their gig. It's like, yeah, no, I don't want you to challenge me on anything. I know that you can't drink 4 liters of watermelon juice. There's too many calories in that. I was like, well, no, actually there isn't. But these are the things. Where are you going to get your protein from? There's too much sugar. Sugar causes diabetes. Sugar feeds cancer. Oh my, there's so much pushback that you're going to get from your family. But what I do want you to remember is that you are doing this for your health. When I recommend to let your closest family know what you're doing, I mean the people that you're living with, not all of your family, because they're not going to get it. They are just not going to get it. They're not going to get it. So that was point number 5. Brace yourself for that pushback. And as they're giving you that pushback, I'm going to give you my biggest tip that helped me in dealing with the same pushback. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving me. Oh my God, you need to blah, 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 blah. This is so wrong. My response was always the same. Thank you for loving me. That's it. My body, I get to decide what I put into it. I've done it one way for my entire life. I've done so many fad diets that never worked. Thank you for loving me. I'm on my journey. This is for me. This is not for you. I just want to let you guys know what I'm doing, right? I want you to know what I'm doing. I'm cleaning my body. I'm detoxifying my body. I'm healing my body with the power of living food. Hey, Dottie. Hi. Dot is here. You guys know my kitty Dot. The 6th point kind of ties into the 5th point there. And my 6th pro tip for you is let your doctor and your family's medical support team know what you're doing as well. And again, you're probably going to get pushback from your doctor. Your doctor is probably going to look at you like you have 3 heads, unless you have a really good holistic doctor who actually understands the power of living food. Someone who's not going to be pushing medication at you. But listen, I know, I understand, I get it. Had it myself. A lot of doctors are going to give you pushback. And again, just because your doctor tells you that you should do something doesn't mean that you have to do it. It's still your body. You still have the sovereign rights over your own body, and you can decide what you want to do. Right? So that is my 6th pro tip. Let your doctor know. Let your doctor know. This is especially important if you are going to be titrating off of any medication, you definitely want to maybe consult with a certified detox specialist like myself who knows what they're doing, who's been certified to help you through your detox journey so that you can kind of walk with a little bit more confidence. Because actually, that is the reason why I decided to become a certified detox specialist with Dr. Morse, so that I could hear all of the pushback from the family and from the dietitians and from the nutritionists, air quotes, big time with that, because they're all trained under the medical model, pushing supplements and addressing symptoms and not going after the cause. That's why I decided to go directly to the source with Dr. Morse. Go to the source with Dr. Morse. I decided to go directly to the source with Dr. Morse to get my certification so that I can really step with confidence into my own healing journey and not question and not doubt. Because that's, that's a real thing when you're doing this and you're trying to piece the information together, which is why I love putting together these kind of courses for you. I love doing this so that you can have the confidence to know, stepping forward into your journey, that you're doing the right thing. Number 7, tap into the community resources. The community is here for you. The Real Juicy Detox community is here for you. The Dr. Morse community and the videos that Dr. Morse also puts out on YouTube, and I highly recommend that you find him on YouTube and go ahead and subscribe to him and listen to his work, because it is the work that I do here. It is so powerful when we tap into the community resources, and not just the information, but the connection and the relationships that we build here. That makes the journey so much better for you, because like I mentioned, a lot of your family are not going to get this, and you are going to feel like you are alone on this journey. I'm here to tell you that you are not alone on this journey. Your family and friends right here in the Real Juicy Detox community and group are your new friends. We're the juicy family that you wish you had in person, but we're here in the community on Facebook and within the community here on YouTube. So I really encourage you to stay connected. Become an active member in the community as well. Don't just consume information. When you see information and when you see inspirational quotes and inspirational memes, and you want to just become a voice in the community, it's going to go a long way to supporting your journey, because the journey can feel a little bit lonely. Am I right? Yeah, the journey doesn't have to feel lonely. You are not alone on your journey. Tune in and tap into the group. Become an active member. It'll go a long way for you. The 8th point that I want to mention is get a few really good recipes under your belt, especially when we are transitioning from a standard American diet over into a healthy, juicy, living detox lifestyle. You want to have some really great recipes so that you're not feeling deprived. Excuse me. These can include lightly cooked recipes where we're using beautiful non-mucus forming food, very alkaline rich food. But it also includes a lot of raw recipes. There are so many raw recipes, you guys, that do not make you feel like you're eating rabbit food. I don't like rabbit food. I'm not a rabbit. I am not an herbivore. I am a frugivore that loves to eat brilliant, vibrant, living food, also vegetables as well. The Burnsy burgers that we made last week in class are so good. I see a lot of you in the group are starting to make those as well and posting up your pictures. You're learning the basics of beautiful recipes that you're going to use not only when you're transitioning from a standard American diet, but after your juice cleanse, you're going to transition back into these beautiful living foods. And it's so good. Here are some of my favorite recipes. The Burnsy burgers, hands down, so good. Raw vegan sushi using jicama. You can use cauliflower if you want, but I am not a fan of cauliflower, to be honest with you. So I use jicama. And you can do those in a roll. You can do those in a raw sushi bowl. My God, one of my favorite things, and so good for bowel health. What are my other favorites? I love doing a lot of spreads and dips. I love doing crackers and flatbreads in my dehydrator. I love doing things like zoodles and Thai noodles, stuff like that. And for the things that I like that are cooked, if I want to have something cooked on occasion, or if the family wants something cooked on occasion, is stuff like chickpea pasta and chickpea flour pancakes. Oh my gosh, I made those yesterday. They were so good. So explore different recipes. I'm going to be sharing more of those with you guys in the coming days and weeks. Make sure that you get in some standard recipes. I recommend finding 5 recipes that you know that you're going to be able to serve to your family and to yourself, and rotate through things that are easy, quick to get on the table. Some things might take a little bit longer time, but they are totally worth it. Get a few good recipes under your belt. You are going to love the lifestyle when you can find those recipes and you're not feeling like you're deprived, or you're not seeing other people enjoy, oh my God, look at all of that beautiful food, and I'm over here with lettuce and cucumbers. It's like, that's not how we do it here. Bring more of these living foods into your diet gradually. That is my tip number 9, and it kind of ties into some of the other tips. But if you do this and you bring more living foods gradually into your diet while you're replacing out those other cooked and toxic foods, you're going to find that the transition into this kind of lifestyle is really easy. Do it gradually. Even for me, even though I've been on this mainly raw lifestyle for almost a year, what I do notice is that even because I was eating a little bit more cooked food, although they were still the beautiful alkaline food and the beautiful healthy options, I noticed that even for myself, I don't want to just jump in all of a sudden into a juice cleanse. I want to still enjoy some cleaner but all raw foods in my diet. And I'm doing that more gradually before getting ready for our juice cleanse, which starts in 1 week from today. And if you guys are interested in following along and joining that journey with us in the group, then I invite you to join us with that as well, where we will be going through all of the things about what the detox process actually feels like. What are the detox symptoms feeling like? What are the after effects that we can experience after getting through our detox, our juicy detox? All of those things I'm going to be talking about in while we do our juice cleanse. So if you're interested in doing a juice cleanse, you can jump in with us and start one with us together. We're doing that starting next week, Monday. My 10th tip, invest in a really good juicer. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, I don't want to spend any money and all of that. I am telling you, the difference a really good juicer makes is night and day in your life and in your success moving forward. And don't think of this as just something you're going to use and then stop using after you do the juice part of your cleanse. You're not. I use it every day. We use it every day in our house, whether we are on a juice cleanse or not. We are still mainly fruit focused here, and having a really good juicer is the difference between long-term success and not. When you can use a juicer that's easy to clean, that gives you beautiful living food where the pulp has not been masticated, torn up. The centrifugal juicers, the old school centrifugal juicers, really rip and shred. The fast juicers rip, like the Jack LaLanne juicer, that kind of thing, really rip and shred the cell walls of your juice of your fruit as it's juicing. You really want to get a slow juicer or a masticating juicer where it really squeezes and gives the same action as if you were chewing and grinding your food, as opposed to ripping and shredding it up. So I recommend a really good slow juicer. The juicer that I use is the Omega 800, and it is perfect. It is a workhorse. It is so good. It makes the juicing process smoother. It makes the juicing process more enjoyable for me, juicing my fruit, and it gives you the better quality juice, and you are worth it. You are totally worth it. And my 11th bonus tip is experiment with new fruits. Like we were just talking about, the jackfruit is so good. There's so many beautiful fruits that we have that we walk by that we never even pick up because it's like, I don't know how that tastes. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't know. Is it ripe? I don't know. This is weird. Don't be afraid of fruit. Look at all of the beautiful fruit that you have access to and really start experimenting with that. I have recently discovered dragon fruit. Last year, I discovered jackfruit. There's so many beautiful fruits. I mean, there's more, of course, but take the time to experiment with different foods and with different vegetables as well. It's not just always about fruit. I also eat vegetables. So experiment with those new items, and you're going to find that you're going to have a really enjoyable experience, an enjoyable foray into this world of living food. Such a beautiful thing to experience. Those are my pro tips. Of course, I don't, those are not all. I could add some more. Let me just add this number 12 for good measure. Be gentle with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. That is something that we can really, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm an all or nothing kind of girl. And sometimes I feel if I'm not doing everything right down the middle, like right, exactly, then I'm somehow failing. Be gentle with yourself, you guys. If you fall off the wagon, be gentle with yourself. If you're struggling to get enough juice in and you whatever, be gentle with yourself. All right. There's no need to be so strict and so rigid. Rigidity is not fluidity. And we are going for a very fluid experience with all of this. All right. Let's see here. Let me go through. I'm going to read off a few of your comments that you have put here because let me tell you what, it's so inspiring. Like with Ravika saying 21 months, mostly raw for me, and I have no signs of MS anymore. Wow, Ravika. Plus no more nodules on my thyroid, no hemorrhoids, never going back either. That is amazing. What a journey you have been on. Congratulations. That is so encouraging. So encouraging. Kristen says, Paul is on 39 days raw and juicing mainly fruit. Wow, Paul, way to go. He was supposed to stop at 30 days. He feels so good. He wants to continue. He has a lot more energy, looking sexier by the day. All right, Paul. That is amazing. Congratulations. So happy for you. Not as consistent as I'd like, but eating 90% raw, and at 64, I feel great. And Anne-Marie, you've had such a brilliant, actually, Anne-Marie is one of my one-on-one coaching clients as well. And oh my gosh, I just want to say I am beyond proud of everything that you've accomplished. Anne-Marie, wow. Just wow. You've lost an incredible amount of weight, so much vitality, so much clarity, mental clarity that you are in now, a place of real, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. What do you recommend with the scale when taking on a juice feast? Skip it or hop on only a few times? Your physical scale, I weigh myself every morning. I think when we were renovating the house, getting it ready for selling, I didn't step on the scale once. I was just still focused on eating as much living food as possible, as well as having the occasional cooked stuff. But I step on the scale every morning. It all depends on where your mind is on it. If you are coming from a scale obsession / addiction, I would step on it once a week, maybe, and use the scale as just one metric of how you're doing and how your body is either inflamed or not inflamed. It's a tricky balance with the scale thing. If you are somebody who has been overly obsessed with the number, if that number on the scale is going to affect how you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself, don't step on it. Step on it once at the beginning of your journey so you have a benchmark, and then don't step on it again. For me, I like, it's interesting. I see my number on the scale going up and down and up a little more when I eat cooked food, and then down a little more as I focus more on the raw. I use it for me, and I used to be addicted to the scale. I was one of those people. I use it as a benchmark and just as a curiosity. Oh, okay, that's what the scale is doing today. What did I do yesterday and the day before? And I use it as a guide, but I don't take it too seriously. You know what I mean? And I also look at it as a trend as opposed to as an absolute number for that day. I look at it as a trend. So you can do it based on how you feel. Like everybody is different on this, right? Which is a beautiful thing about this journey. We're on an individual journey with this. Cheryl says, I love being able to inspire others on this journey. It totally shows, babe. It totally shows in your posts and in everything that you share. I love it. It feels so good. I love seeing others get their health back too. I've met so many new like-minded friends. The community is wonderfully supportive. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And Cheryl, you're mentioning Janet. Yes, Janet, if you're watching, welcome. I'm so glad that Cheryl is sharing this beautiful class with you. And also Sharon, if you were able to pop in, so good to see you. Okay, let's see. Burns, I'm still struggling with consistency. All right, so the first thing that I would tell you when you're struggling is to give up the struggle. Just give up the struggle. Do what you can on a daily basis, but stop struggling through it in your mind. Just see where you are. Be the observer of where you are. All right, let's see what else you say. It seems when I'm really sticking to the diet, I'm in the kitchen for so many hours prepping it all. I tend to give up and go for what is convenient and also what gives the dopamine high. That's right. So a lot of these things that we are dealing with, these are addiction kind of things, right? Yeah, I totally get it, which I think is probably what I'm struggling with more. Enjoying fruits and vegetables more than the standard American diet. I also think I don't have enough awful disease symptoms to really be spurned on by the raw vegan way every day. Does this make sense? Absolutely. Absolutely makes total sense. But you know, all you can do is work that day to put as much living food on the table and in your body. Have more vibrant living food. Find more recipes that are quicker to whip up and give up the struggle, babe. I know you're doing so much. You have 3 very active, you have 3 there we go. You have 3 very active kids that you are, homeschooling and taking care of. There's a lot going on in your world. Yeah. Standing for 3 hours in the kitchen, that's a lot of work, man. There are different strategies that you can try. You can, of course, get Alex in on the food prep time. You can batch bigger quantities. That's why when I make stuff, I make big quantities so that I don't have to cook every single day. Those Burnsy burgers, what did they make? Like 16 burgers, I think, as well as some meatballs. I cook in big batches when I'm doing something. I get a recipe, I kind of perfect it so that I know how it's going to taste, and then I batch prep it so that I'm not always in the kitchen cooking. But I get it. It's a lot of work. It is. You know what's more work though, Ashlyn? Being sick because of the standard American way of eating. So it's all about, taking it easy, getting your husband to help you. Alex is there. He can help you as well. And taking it one step at a time and trying your best to just have as much living stuff. Remember, there is no prep in peeling a banana. There is no prep in chopping up really quickly a bunch of fruit and having a fruit salad. There's no prep work in that, right? There's usually one meal a day when you would usually be, I guess inclined to throw something in the oven really quickly or to get takeout or something like that. But one meal a day, just focus on one meal a day, batch prepping it so that you have more so that you can pull it out of the fridge or out of the freezer. And just doing what you can, But you're right, when we don't have a major catastrophic illness that's really inspiring us to get down to business and do the work, and even that wanes after a certain point in time because you think this is too much work, or I can't do this, or it's not working, or is it working? Trust me, just because you have a catastrophic diagnosis is not a guarantee that you're going to be inspired to continue to do this work. What's going to inspire you to continue to do this work is just doing the work every single day. one foot in front of the other. You're not doing this to achieve anything. You're not doing this to cure anything or heal anything. You're just doing this because this is what you do. Dottie, I hope that was helpful for you. Donna says, jumped into the juicing, just fruit, fine for 2 weeks, but began to feel unwell and carried on for another 3 weeks, but was no fun. A main health problem for me, a weaker liver. I sat back and realized it's too much toxins for my liver. I'm hurting it. I'm hurting it. I didn't think this is working. Just okay. I'm not ready. Listen to your body and your intuition. It's always right. I stopped just juice. Now I fruit juice. Eat fruit smoothies. Burns eating a salad isn't working for me. It hurts my belly. It makes, and you didn't write the rest of it. And this brings up a really good point. When we are really impacted in our body, when we have the most amount of healing to do in our body, you are exactly demonstrating that this is what happens for those of us who have really impacted our body with our previous lifestyle, or maybe you had a degenerative disease coming in because your parents passed on their raw materials to you, which was quite, faulty and not really healthy. You're going to have to take it slower. You're going to have to listen to your body. You're going to have to pull back on the level of detox, because when you are more impacted with more toxicity, the more intense on that detox scale that you go, the more pain you're going to feel, because the fruit and the detox and the living food is going to show you where you are weakest. So you have to be, if possible, working with a really good detox specialist. This is where our group coaching sessions that I'm going to start offering as a new product and a new service for you guys will really come in handy. But you have to listen to your body. You have to know when to pull back from the level of detox and when to accelerate the level of detox. And you have to do that by listening to your body. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Maybe there was too much of a detox effect going on and you were feeling the effects of that. That could definitely be a thing that happens, right? So listening to your body and adjusting as you go, and not thinking that I need to get after all of the cleaning and clean it all out right now, immediately. And then what I often see is that people who are, I'm not saying this is the case for you, Donna, but what happens a lot of times is people who are struggling and who are on a high fruit, a high electric food detox lifestyle, they're like, oh my God, I'm having all these symptoms. I'm going to do a water fast. Well, that's going to bring up more toxicity in your body that you can't handle and you can't process out as yet. Sometimes it's good to pull back, slow your detox down a little bit. You need to be listening really closely to your body. And how do you do that? How do you pull back? You can have some cooked vegetables. You can have some more vegetables in general. You can add some nuts and seeds into your diet to pull it back. But again, for some other people, that might inflame and irritate them even more. This is a journey of listening to your body and knowing how to adjust and modify, experiment with what's going on in your body, and take it easy sometimes. Kara Jo says, I've tried to find a Dr. Morris video on collapsed lungs, but couldn't find anything. Any idea if one exists? Well, let me go in. Did you look on rawfigs.com? So rawfigs.com is a website where one of Dr. Morris's students has indexed a bunch of his earlier videos. And yep, there is a video on collapsed lungs. So if you go on to Raw Figs, let me put the little banner over here. Let me see where my banner is. There we go. If you go on to rawfigs.com and you type in any condition that you are interested in hearing and seeing if Dr. Morris has talked about in these index videos, type it in there and it will come up. But I typed in collapsed lungs, and then Google is not gonna help you with that at all. go into rawfigs.com. That is your best resource for Dr. Morse index videos. These are from about 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's not his recent work that has been indexed, but it's all the same powerful information. So I hope that that helps. Yes, indeed. I had only tried Google. Yeah, you're not going to find some of these things in Google. Okay, let's see. Ashlyn says, do I sound like a broken record yet, Burns? It's okay, babe. It's all good. It seems I can never beat this spoiled child inside of me that wants what she wants in the moment. Well, the first thing that I want you to do is be more gentle and kind with yourself. Stop calling yourself a spoiled child. You're not. You're not. Stop doing that. That's not helpful for you. And stop thinking that you have to beat this spoiled child. Number one, you're beating yourself up too much, and we need to stop doing that. We are learning and relearning stuff that has been ingrained in us from birth. Let that settle in for a minute. So the first thing that I want you to do is be way more gentle with yourself. We don't need to beat ourselves up like this. Just be easy, babe. Be easy with yourself. You don't need to beat yourself up like this, all right? You're doing a brilliant job. You're doing an amazing job. Keep going. Keep putting living food into your body. This is a journey of self-love and self-care, all right? As you do more of the meditation work, how's your meditation been lately? Not asking you for you to beat yourself up on yourself if it's like, well, I haven't been doing my meditation, so there's another excuse to beat myself up. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. What I want you to do is to remind yourself that these are the things that meditation can help you with. All right? Yeah, we all want what we want in the moment. That's called human nature. That's called human nature. But when we start learning and start giving ourselves more of the things that we truly want, and not just what the mental monkey mind says we want, but the things that we truly want, what does your body really ultimately want? It wants the most living, vibrant food that you can put in your body, because that is where everything is for your body. It's where all your cellular dynamic energy is. It is where all of the nutrients are. It is where all of the flavonoids are. It is where all the enzymes are. It is where all the true health and healing is. All right? So be gentle with yourself, babe. Cheryl says, no doctor anymore. She had to retire early because of poor health. Interesting. Doctor, heal thyself. So excited for the juice cleanse next week. Thank you, Rachel. I am as well. Cheryl says, Omega 800, I want a new juicer. And if any of you are interested in getting a new juicer, I have a link on my, where is it? My banners. This is my Amazon resource for you guys. This is where I have a lot of the things that I use in my daily juicing experience. It's an affiliate link. It's my Amazon shop. Ooh, there it goes. So at no extra cost to you, I make a very, very like pennies, a very small commission based on anything that you purchase when you purchase it through the Amazon store right here. And the Omega 800 is in there for your convenience. So yes, indeed. There are slow juicers that brag that you can throw in the whole apple. I believe we do not want to eat the apple seeds. You can throw the apple seeds into a juicer. Absolutely. There's nothing harmful about that. We do it all the time here. 7 months into this raw journey, says Lauren. Well done, babe. Was a big ball of emotions, tears, and frustration this weekend. Really needed this class today to help put me back on track and to remember that this will take time. Absolutely. My heart goes out to you. Just know that the big ball of emotions, the tears, the frustration coming up is part of the emotional detox. It means that this is actually working. This is going to bring up things that we do not any longer need in our bodies in order to clear it out, both on the physical side, Lauren, as well as on the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual side as well. You can't do a physical detox and not experience an emotional detox at the same time. Happens to all of us, right? You might feel rage, you might feel fear, you might feel anger, you might feel joy and happiness for no reason at all. It's all part of the same thing. These are things that are coming up for you to look at, for you to heal through. Do not feel discouraged by this. That actually means that you're dumping out a lot of stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. Oftentimes, what happens when we feel these intense emotions coming up, and we've seen this demonstrated by people in the group so many times, when we have these big balls of emotion that come up and that we're struggling through, and it's like, oh my God, my world is coming to an end. Oftentimes, right after that, or right on the heels of that, we have a huge breakthrough in some aspect of the physical detox that we are working on. Some people have had intense parasites released in their bowel movements, or in their urine, or in, like Carrie had recently, with the whole worm feeling moving around in her head and the intense brain fog. She had a lot of emotion coming up with that, and then it broke like think of it as a storm, right? A storm rages in and swirls everything around, clears it all out. And the next day it's like, oh my God, everything is so nice and clear, right? Do you ever notice in the summertime when there's a lot of smog in the air and then it rains and we have a big storm wash through? It's all clear again. No smog warnings if you're living in a bigger city. This is a process, and you are in it and you are experiencing it. And this big ball of emotions that come up, this is a sign that you're on the right track and that you're doing it. So keep going. Do not give up. Hello, Janet. Thanks for the invite, Cheryl Power. Here we go, Janet. Welcome, welcome, welcome to class. Everybody give Janet a big juicy detox welcome. We are so glad that you are here. And Cheryl, once again, thank you so much for sharing this out and for continuing to inspire people to this work. This is beautiful. Barry says, thank you, Sharon, Kristen, and everyone that shared how they are healing. So encouraging, right, Barry? I'm telling you, man, this group is incredible. Emoji King in the house. Hello, Emoji King. Hey, Burns, you look all right. Well, thank you so much. Herbs, calmative herbs, great for when going through a healing experience and a healing crisis. Yes, indeed, herbs are there to help us and to support us on all aspects of our journey. Absolutely. I love your plant in the background. Thank you so much. I've got two, actually. I've got this beautiful variegated, I don't even know what it's called, this plant. And I've got this beautiful Monstera plant. And yeah, I absolutely love them. Thank you so much. Herbs. Yes, indeed, herbs. Ashlyn says, yes, thank you. So true. I'm working on self-love in therapy. It is a process and goes back to my childhood trauma. Oh, babe, listen, we are all dealing with some aspect of our trauma that we picked up through childhood. We have to remember that when we are up until the age of about 7 years old, when we have so much imprinted on us, it's also imprinted on this beautiful young soul. No, we're not all young souls, but it's imprinted on the young child. And children don't have a filter. We don't have filters. We don't have a filter to say, okay, I see you there, parent of mine. You're struggling with your own trauma. And that's why you're being like you're being with me right now, and why you're saying those things to me. That's not my baggage. That's your baggage, right? We don't have those filters. That is something that we have to learn as grown-ups. Imagine your little one, the kids don't have filters, right? We take everything on, we absorb everything into ourselves without, like sponges, without any filter. And that includes the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Even stuff that is not really bad, depending on where you are in your wee life as a young child, we will take on and absorb those things as reality and put our own spin on it, right? So we have to be so loving and careful with ourselves and realize that it is not our trauma that is, our trauma is there for us to work through and to be loving with ourselves. This is such a practice of self-love, but so much of the trauma that we experience, we were just experiencing our parents' trauma that they unleashed on us. Oh, God bless you, babe. We are putting the kids into private school this fall for many reasons, but also to help give us some more time to focus on cleaning and the raw diet. Maybe I'll also have some more time for meditation. So happy to hear that. If you think that you don't have time for meditation, you're the one that needs the meditation the most. And I've said this before, put your headphones on. You make time for the things that you are going to think are essential in your life, and you don't make time for things that you don't think are essential. Every morning when I wake up in the morning, granted, I don't have young kids clamoring for my attention, but if I did, I would be setting aside time to make that happen. I would make that happen. Every single morning when I wake up, I do a little bit of checking of my Facebook stuff and all of that just to make sure that you guys are all okay. And then I put my headphones on and I'm in my meditation. Every night when I go to bed, I lay down in my bed. I'm grateful for the day. I put my headphones on and I'm in my meditation because I know it is absolutely essential for my overall health and vitality and well-being. It's non-negotiable. You have time to meditate. It's 15 or 20 minutes. It's 5 minutes here or there. You have time. You have to see it as a priority. When you see things as a priority, as non-negotiable, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. It becomes a part of your life. You're going to do it. Get your husband involved. Get Alex. Alex, I need to go meditate. You're in charge of the kids so they don't kill each other. I'm putting my headphones on. I'm taking half an hour. Why can't you do that? You need to do that. And I will be the tough love mama, friend, girlfriend, detox coach for you to let you know that if you are shortchanging yourself on your meditation and your mindset work, you're struggling way harder than you have to. And you said it in your previous comment. You started out by saying, I'm struggling. Well, give up the struggle, adopt a meditation practice on a consistent daily basis. Watch it change your life. Watch it change your life. Don't take my word for it. Do it and watch it change your life. Hey there, Rachel. Matt and Rachel Olson are here. I can totally relate to Ashlyn. Need to be reminded to be more gentle with myself and to cut out what has been told to me for so long. Learning to re-educate and reprogram myself back to health. Yeah, girl, we've been brainwashed into a state of ill health, and we need to reprogram ourselves back into that state of health. Absolutely. Raw Vegan Niece says, Dr. Morris has a video on everything. I think he's seen or heard it all and helped heal everyone's dis-ease. That's why I love watching his videos. Yeah, babe, me too, me too. I love that he is so knowledgeable and has an answer to everything. Absolutely. He is absolutely my hero. He's incredible. And Cheryl says, hey, Lauren, you got this. Yeah, babe. He's so passionate and caring, says Cheryl. I love his videos. So blessed. I know he is a gift to all of us on this journey, on this planet. He's amazing. Niece says, welcome to this amazing class, Janet. Hi, everyone. Hey, Olga is here. Love you guys, says Olga. Olga, so glad to have you here. Olga is another one for our new class members, in case you don't know, and you may not, who is healing breast cancer tumors out of her breasts. Oh my goodness, this woman, Olga, how are you doing? Send me a private message and let me know how the tumors are coming along. Her tumors are literally popping out through her skin. She is on a hell of a hero's journey with this. I'm telling you, goddess of love and light, this woman is amazing. So glad to see you. I was thinking of you just the other day, Olga. How's your son doing? Is he still in the pineapple juice craze? I love that you're leading the way for him. Barry says, welcome, Janet. You'll love being here and learning how to love yourself and heal yourself. Yes, indeed, Barry. Taking my walkabout with you on. Haha, too much energy. Is that possible? Sometimes I think I'm dreaming. So alive, right, Kristen? When you were bedbound, when you started this journey 22 months ago, and now you got it going on, girl. You got it going on. So much energy. Raw Vegan says, I'm manifesting moving to Hawaii, my dream place to live. I really dislike where I live now. The air quality is so bad here in Pennsylvania. I know that's playing a big role in my health and my healing process. It's slowing it down. Hawaii, here I come. Make it happen, girl. You guys know that we sold our house here in Cambridge, Ontario. We are moving to the tropics. We were thinking initially that we'd be moving to to Costa Rica, but we are actually settled now on Mexico. Yes, Bucerias, Mexico. So I am super excited. We're going to be making that move in August out of here. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be living by the sea again. Thank you all so much for the kind words, says Ashlyn. Love you, Burns. Cannot thank you enough for helping me in this community of beautiful people. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that, Ashlyn. I love doing this. And Victoria says, hi, Olga. Thank you, Victoria. Yes, Alex still loves the juices, waiting for when you will show him. Yes, when I will show him the pineapples where I'm going to be living, where it is so tropical and beautiful. I'm so glad that Alex is still on this journey. I'm glad that our youngest students are here. Victoria Ling is here, 10 years old. And Alex is 9. How old is Alex again, Olga? Remind me. Amazing. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. We went a little bit longer than I've been going for classes these days. We went up to an hour and 32 minutes. But in that time, we talked about all of the beautiful tips. And yes, I know, Ashlyn, you also have an Alex there too. We talked about all of the beautiful tips to, transition to a more living lifestyle. I am so happy that you guys were here, but let's run through them real quickly to wrap up. Start slowly, take your time to transition, educate yourself, come to classes, learn as much as you can, unlearn certain myths and relearn the truth. Clean out your pantry and clean out your house of junk food. If it's not in the house, you're not going to be inclined to go for it. Let your closest family members know what you're doing, but do not expect them to be on board. Just let them know what you're doing and continue to feed yourself the way that you should be. Be prepared for some pushback on that. You're going to get some. Consult your doctor and find medical support that is supportive of a living protocol if you can. But if you can't, understand as well that your doctors are there as one resource for you. They do not hold the true power to heal yourself. Only you hold the true power to heal yourself with what you're putting in your body. Ultimately, that is a truth that you will see with all of this. Tap into the community resources and the community, excuse me. Tap into the community resources and the community spirit and the involvement within the community. There are so many good friends here for you so that you do not feel alone in this. Get a few good recipes under your belt. That is going to help change everything for you. Get some recipes that take little time to whip up and whip together. Get some recipes that might take a little bit more time, but that you can batch prepare and freeze and thaw out, take it out when you and as you need it. Bring more living foods into your diet gradually. Invest in a good quality juicer or blender. Experiment with new fruits and be gentle with yourself. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. Let me know if you have anything else that you want clarification on in the group. And if you're not in the group as yet, come on over to the group. It's where the good stuff happens before and after class. All right, guys, I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to be diving into why fruits are the ideal food for us and why it is so important to have as much fruit and vegetables in your diet to live a truly beautiful, powerfully detox-friendly lifestyle. I will see you guys all later. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, Cheryl, and for continuing to do the work on yourself. Every time every one of us gets ourselves into a healthier place, we serve the world more powerfully because you become a living example of true health and vitality by showing the world how you are tapping in to unlock your inner world of health and vitality. I love you all so much. Thank you so much, and you're welcome. Oh my goodness. Thank you, says Olga as well. Janet says thank you. Bye, Victoria. I will see you guys all very soon. Mwah. I love you.